Damn, battery died. But damn, like, yeah. Now, like I was saying, now, since Mars is in retrograde, your intentions, you may have to look back at your own intentions and how you intended to do things before, because that may not be necessarily the way how to act out your intentions now, because you may have got them in the car and may have acted in a way now dude don't want to blaze up with you, or he don't want to he want to just get dropped off real quick, and you missed all that shit because you ain't look back at old ways and old willpowers and old intentions and how you intended to do things before and apply that to the new. You know what I'm saying? You kept acting in an old way. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? That can also play out like that. So, as long as you know that right now, you can apply this to anything. If you it don't matter what age you are. If you elderly, you're a person with grandkids, a person with children. You know what I'm saying? A person that they got a business, a person that got a job, a person who have anything, a person who's just learning on the internet. You know what I'm saying? You can apply a scenario with circumstances amongst friends and still take. I hate that I'm being a negative world so much, but you know what I'm saying? If I don't do it, who else will? You know? So what the hell? Let's talk about Jupiter being in Virgo. Jupiter being in Virgo. Now, Jupiter being in Virgo. Now, like I said, it's gonna be here for a while. So you know, wisdom and knowledge base and how you obtain knowledge is still practical. You still wanna see what you learned physically or in front of your eyes, or at least understand it inside enough that you can understand enough of the details to the point that you got it packed and you are comfortable with what you know. You are comfortable with what you learned. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes into Virgo, you're gonna criticize a lot of things right now. You're gonna criticize a lot of other people's outlooks. You're gonna criticize a lot of other people's viewpoints. Criticize a lot of other people's understandings of things. And just it's not from a harm standpoint. You're just trying to understand your way. That's how you're understanding your way. You know, and you're applying all these different knowledges and all these different perceptions. Even if you don't fully agree with it, you're applying it to yourself and trying to understand it as a whole, so you can see what's right or wrong, what you've been doing, and make yourself perfect. And you want to learn as much perfectly as what you're trying to learn. You're trying to really learn what you're trying to learn right now, and it's going to get so deep to the point that you're scratching your head. And that's for everybody right now. Everybody in that situation right now. Shit, Jupiter is in Virgo. Hello. You know what I'm saying? It's expanding details. It's expanding the critical thought. You know what I'm saying? So even to the freaking clothes details. Look at me. Like I got on fucking a red hat, red and black shirt, red and black Jordans, red and black pants. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do what the fuck we gotta do. But for there, the more from the standpoint, you know, we gonna get into something else. Hold on for 1 second. Oh, yeah. Hold on 1 second. Wait. Man, come on, man, chill out. Hold on, this is my mother's cousin, so you know what I'm saying, you might call me Didi. I got a lot of different names, you know what I'm saying, but y'all getting the true me, man, for real, like, you know what I'm saying, y'all getting the true me. You know, Draco goes real deep, Diet, you know what I'm saying, Dolo, you know what I'm saying, Dragon, a lot of dangerous thoughts, man. But you know, we want to talk about Saturn being in Sagittarius for a little bit because it's in retrograde, and you know, Saturn being in Sagittarius, what happens here is, you know, and it's still being a complete square when it comes to Neptune. Now, I want to talk about this for a second because, you know, Saturn is structure, boundaries, restrictions, limits, you know what I'm saying? Neptune is dreams, illusions, you know what I'm saying? Imagination, you know what I'm saying? Hallucinations. So when we come, you know, Michelle about to come over, Marissa.
Okay.
So when we talk about this, right? A lot of people is going to be blind to the fact that boundaries, limits, and restrictions is there. Like, you're going to think you can do a lot of things that you really can't do right now. You know what I'm saying? See, this is getting a little in between the generation and the and current, because Saturn is like the thin line, but Saturn and Jupiter is a thin line between what's going on within your surroundings and with you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when Saturn, you know, being in Sagittarius, it's a limits and it's a boundaries and it's a restriction on everything Sagittarius like right now, which is higher learning. You know what I'm saying? Broad thinking. You know what I'm saying? There's a restriction and there's a limit to how broad you can actually think right now. And here's examples of that. We have the election going on right now. Before you can even be a person to go out and think like why we should have presidents or why we should have this or that, you have to actually, people gonna look at you crazy. You have to actually be a person who's contributing to the actual people who's going to be voted to be president. You know what I'm saying? So that's an example of what I mean, Saturn being in Sagittarius. You know what I'm saying? Another example, transportation and things going crazy and erratic through religious type matters. Now, people want to tie a lot of things to religious matters, but it's not really religious matters, but it's far out things. Sagittarius represents far out, broad thinking, outdoorsy, which means out the box. So when we have Saturn here, which is restrictions, limits, boundaries, you know what I'm saying? Restrictions and shit. You may have certain people who want to expand where they feel restricted at. So you may have a person who go way out there and kill a lot of people because they felt restricted to a certain degree. They felt limited. They felt caged. See, Sagittarius don't like to be caged. Don't like to be bondaged. It wants to be as free. So when you have Saturn and Sagittarius, it makes it hard for people who be in mental cages, mental blocks. So now they looking at things like, I have to go to extreme measures to be free. I have to go through extreme measures. I have to be out there, way out there, broad, super broad thinking. Leap super off faith, leap super off, you know what I'm saying, something philosophical. That's what's going on. Then with Saturn being in retrograde, we're looking at past infrastructure, thinking that still works. This is why, for an example, logically right now, this is why they're trying to come up with new gun laws, new laws like that, because they're trying to take old ways to apply to all these new crises like it still work. No, gotta switch up. But before something switch up, extreme shit got to happen. That's the only thing about this Saturn being in Sagittarius. You know what I'm saying? On a positive note, people are not crossing the limits of their morals, though. People are not really crossing the limits of their worldview. People are still learning right now. That's the good thing. People are still learning. It's just some people may say the hell with the learning and jump all out there. And then you have Neptune being in square with it. People are coming up with some real imaginative ways to do these things. Neptune is in Pisces. And it's squaring Saturn. People are coming up with some real dreamy ways of doing these things. People, dreams is crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? And people dream, people are starting to see restrictions and boundaries where there aren't any. A person made this dream that they're going to be in this type of situation tomorrow and wake up today and do something about it. That could work bad and good. So that's like the energy that's going on right now, man. You got Uranus still being in Aries. So Uranus is the planet of uniqueness, the planet of originality, and also change and rebellion. And what is Aries? Aries is all for originality, all for uniqueness, all for putting itself out there in a way that is going to be perceived that whether it's liked or disliked, it's itself, and it needs to understand itself first in order to understand you. So right now with Uranus being in Aries, changes is going crazy, right? Like it's a lot of changes right now, but fast, rapid change, but unique change. People are changing themselves right now. People used to be who you thought they was 5 days ago. People are a new person right now, and people love feeling like that. People love feeling to innovating themselves. People love getting up, being themselves right now. You know, and people are being very unique, being very originally themselves right now, and the world is changing very uniquely right now. The world is changing itself. It's like really out of a lot of people's hands. You think politics is shitty right now? You think science is shitty right now? You think education is shitty right now? Wait till you see what the fuck is about to happen. You know what I'm saying? Everybody about to have they own fucking shit, and they gonna rebel against every fucking thing. Cause that's what the fuck Uranus and Aries do. It creates its own change. It has its own unique style of doing it. Its own rebellion. And it changes what it want to change for itself. So Uranus may be selfish at times, but Uranus know better than mankind. I'll tell you that. And you got Pluto being in Capricorn. You know, Pluto in Capricorn, you know, I like to say that. I like to say that to say this. Pluto in Capricorn. Pluto is transformation, and deep transformation of willpower. So we still transforming infrastructure. You know what I'm saying? People are still transforming the way they build their lives. People are transforming the way how business is ran. Everything is transforming. The politics, everything is transforming within the infrastructure or building or anything that has something to do with status quo. You know what I'm saying? And the whole shit is going through a deep transformation, and everybody is gaining their own willpower to assess their own thing now. You know what I'm saying? People are coming up with their own steps to do something. You no longer could look at someone else's steps and follow it and actually do it. You actually have to come up with your own step plan now. Like that's it. It is what it is, and we're in the age of that. And these kids are naturally doing that. These 12-year-old all the way up to 18-year-old kids are naturally doing that right now. Naturally doing that. So, you know, Flight Boss bitch, that's a happy Friday reading. You know what I'm saying? I'm still trying to get my vitality back to 100%. The sun's squaring my sun right now, so my actions, I need to learn from the energy right now, which I should be taking it easy right now. What I as an Aries sun, what I learned from Cancer being in the sun right now is I need to take care. I really need to take care of my fire so I don't burn myself out. You know what I'm saying? I need to take care of myself, take care of my health. You know what I'm saying? I need to relax, be more comfortable, because I like being uncomfortable more than being comfortable. So I need to learn how to be comfortable and learn how to not be uncomfortable by being comfortable. Fire signs, y'all know that makes sense. Air signs, y'all, that make a little sense to y'all too. You know, and also, you know, I have to relax right now, drink a little more water, and stay more hydrated right now, because I can dehydrate a lot faster than others right now. Water signs, y'all may understand that a little better, and earth signs, y'all may understand that a little better. You know what I'm saying? As we get along, all signs get along differently. Just like when I say fire and water are the fillers, and air and earth are the thinkers, you can interchange them and interchange them. You know what I'm saying? The fire and the earth are the doers. I mean, are the selfers. The selfish, the fire and the earth is the selfish, and the air and the water are the relatables. They the relations, the selfish and the relatable. You know what I'm saying? Like the air and the water is they relatable, and the earth and the fire is the selfish. You know what I'm saying? You can interchange them in any kind of way. What you want to do? You want to do the fire in the air, that's the fire in the air, that's the sextile. You know what I'm saying? The fire in the fire is the trine. You know what I'm saying? The water, the water and the there's a lot of ways you can flip it. You can flip it in so many different ways. You know what I'm saying? They all apply to each other in some type of way. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Air and the water, thinker. I mean air and the water, the relators, the fire and the earth, the selfers. You know what I'm saying? The earth and the air are the thinkers. The fire and the water are the fillers. You know what I'm saying? Flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure. Goddamn. Nigga fatigue.